Hello and welcome back to 21 Minute Reads with me, Maya D. In these 5-minute videos, I share with you my takeaways from my current reading, which right now is The Black Dancing Body by Brenda Dixon Gottschalk. As a part of the Read 21 in 21 challenge, I'm reading 21 minutes per day as a action of love, of self-love, as a way of grounding myself, as a way of providing myself with some consistency in an ever-changing world. This week I read pages 190 through 208, and here are my takeaways. Wait. Before we get into the takeaways, just in case you're new to the channel and new to the videos, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe so that you can be a part of our virtual book club and continue this process. So, in our process, in this part of the book, Brenda Dixon Gottschalk speaks of a geography of the body. So she began at her feet, she worked up to the buttocks, she came across skin color, and where I stopped reading, she began to talk about the hair. My first takeaway is a lack of desire. I'm not sure why, so this is my place of reflection, but I have a lack of desire to talk about skin color and a lack of desire to talk about colorism within the African American community. And I feel like that's a little ironic in that this book is the Black Dancing Body, and skin is very much part of what makes the Black Dancing Body black. So I am going to take this next week to reflect on that, the lack of desire. And now for takeaway number 2. Takeaway number 2 is Lighting the World, which is actually the name of a chapter from Richard Dreyer's book, White. And in this chapter, Dreyer describes how lighting black skin can sometimes be seen as problematic. So I'm going to read a quote from the book from Sean Curran, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name. If you have an African American on stage and it's a black backdrop and it's a black floor, you've got to hit them with some front light because they disappear. Now, I've never heard this imperative statement stated so concretely, and I wonder why. As mentioned earlier in the book, access and experience make a world of difference. The previous lack of access to black bodies on the concert stage has led to a lack of experience in lighting the black dancing body. This book reminds us of that. You're going to hear my pages turn because I take a lot of notes. Can be learned but requires experience and tools because standard lighting practices are taught through the lens of the dominant culture. Second quote from BDG herself. The photography and film media sorely need to develop a contemporary, literally a multicultural mode of lighting and shooting processes. Yeah, that's it. They got to develop one that, can't put it more plainly than that. So that takes me to my takeaway number 3. And my takeaway number 3 is a network charge. I'm charging myself to have conversations with my lighting knowledgeable friends. Because to be honest, in my last production, when it came time to speak to the lighting director, I felt a little ignorant. And yeah, no one wants to feel ignorant. I felt a little ignorant about trying to, that idea that I had in my head and what was being presented to me when they just started to put those codes in and those cues in. So I have had a dance and technology course in undergrad, but the techniques and the tools I need to satisfy my current aesthetic value as well as respect the black dancing bodies that are on the stage, I don't have the language, or I don't have a strong enough grasp on the language, the jargon, the terminology that I need to make that thing that's on the concert stage what I see in my head. So I'm charging myself to have conversations with my friends that are more knowledgeable, that have that experience in lighting black dancing bodies on the stage, and that can give me those tools so that I can really put into action these ideas of lighting the thing and maybe be an assistant or like a person that helps someone coming behind me, so that we are getting better about doing this thing, so that what we see on stage is a better representation of what we would like to see of ourselves. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you've dropped some comments down there so that we can continue this virtual book club. And I'll see you next week.